guys.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, the 8th of September, about 7:30 in the morning. Welcome back. Thank you for visiting us. My name is Liesl. I'm Lee Stitch. I'm the Stitcher, and
I'm the assistant, Gwen.
she's my daughter. And we have someone else emerging behind us.
Hello.
And that's my son, Ian.
And
So, first of all, I'd like to say sorry. It's been a while since my last video.
we are so sorry. You've been waiting for 2 weeks. We've got a lot on our shoulders.
That's all right. So, I'll show off some stitching, and then I'll give you guys a bit of a life update. Not that there's much happening. We're still in lockdown.
Sadly.
Lockdown started on the 1st of July, and the kids go back to school on the 1st of November.
No.
That's 4 months.
Yeah.
Homeschooling. Yay.
4 months.
Oh, I left the...
Oh, I will.
Just behind you, there's the cover of
This.
Wood Splitters. Yeah, but you'll be able to see what Wood Splitters... That's the pattern, the cover. You know, the cover sheet that shows you what it's going to look like. Yeah, that one. That's right, we'll pick that up. Alright, so this is one I'm doing for my husband. It's by Country Threads, and it's called Wood Splitters. And that's it there. So I've done about up to there is what I've done. I'll see if I can find a before shot. And this is what I'm up to. So I'm working my way across. So this is mostly half stitch. My goal for the end of this year was to get half of this done. So I've got about another column or 15 lines, a column and a half, and that'll be halfway. So nearly there. But what I'll do is I'll just keep going across. Pretty much everything on the top here is most of it's half stitch, and then everything on the bottom half is
I'm back.
everything on the bottom half is full cross stitch. So there's that one, which is going. I'll reach that goal, so I'm not worried about that.
Hi.
New start. Still not Thrandle, believe it or not. I was all into Thrandle, and then I'm like, other stuff has been calling to me. A friend of mine. Well, actually, I was looking on an Etsy shop, and they had this design called Swan Lake Sampler by Owl Forest, and they're 25% off. And I'm like, oh, why shouldn't it be spending any money? But 25% off. And it was like $130 down to like $90 or something like that, with free shipping. And I'm like, that's so good. And then I was telling my friend Amanda, and she's like, oh no, if you have a look at it on the actual website, owlforest.ru website, I'll link it down below. See how much it costs there. So with no discount, as a kit still, $58.
58?
Yes. So with 25% discount, it's $90 on this Etsy shop. But if you buy it direct from the shop itself, it's $58. The only problem is they're not shipping to Australia at the moment. With COVID, no shipping to Australia. But that's all right. I shouldn't really be spending a lot of money anyway at the moment. We've got car rego coming up, and apparently Habby likes his car. He doesn't want to walk to work and stuff like that. So anyway, but they did have some free charts. So
but people should pay for their own things. So you don't pay for your...
No, Daddy, no. We're money's together, darling. It's okay. Yes, worry about that later. Anyway, one of the free charts they had, they had a whole bit of free charts. One of their free charts, I downloaded 2. One was called Emerald City, which is a stitch along, and they're up to part 11. They haven't gotten the final part yet. So, but the other one was called, it's an old stitch along, and it's called 100 Owls. And my mum loves owls. She collects owls. So, Mum, if you're watching this, close your eyes. I will tell you when to reopen them, and I will sick Gwen onto you if I found out you've peeked. You'll get in big trouble off Gwen if you've peeked, because this is for Nana.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to put up a photo of what it's going to look like all done. And this is what I've done so far.
Wow.
So, and I love this. And this is on Fiberlicious Fabrics Frosty Mint.
How do we get this out?
28 count plain Lagana. I actually thought it would look better on a different grain, a darker grain, but I'm actually really happy with this. I had some perfect sparkly fabrics that would go with it, but they're all opal, and I'm like, no opal. This is not a project that needs opal. And this is kind of like, my mom's not really big on hand dyed fabrics, so I think she'll really like this one. But yeah, so I'll keep showing that, and I'm going to do that as the stitch along. That one actually didn't take that long to do. So, okay, Mum, if you're watching, you can reopen your eyes. No, close your eyes. Now you can reopen your eyes. He's had. Okay, and what's next? Oh, I have a finish. Yay! This is my Chatelaine mini mandala, which is good. It means I can start working on my other Chatelaine, Japanese Zen Moss Garden. So this is Chatelaine mini mandala number 1. It's on 28 count.
You can't see it.
I know, not yet. It's on 28 count Opal Lagana Silver Springs by Colour Cassave Fabrics. And that's it there. It is done. So I don't know if I can't. Hang on a bit. So that's very happy with the way that turned out, and that's all. You can see. Probably this is the one that I use on my title page, my thumbnail page.
Okay.
But I've got all 3 of them all done now. So
No.
yay!
No.
So very happy.
Oh.
This one had the eyelet. I don't know if you can see. But this one had the eyelets in it, and the eyelets there. Each one kind of specialises in a specialty stitch, except for this last one, which I don't think really had any. I don't really see any here, any specialty stitches here. So, but this one had it's got your road stitches. There's meant to be gold, 3 stitches of gold between these stitches here. But this is the first one I did because it was my favourite and I loved it. But yeah, I stuffed up a couple of these. The road stitches just go in or that too far, and if I did the gold stitches, I'm like, that'll be too obvious. So no stitches. You just gotta wait, darling. It's just upgrading. So yay, another finish. I have to write that down in my book. So down to 25 whips. So I started another one, but this one's really good. There's a lady who watches my channel, Kim. Oh, by the way, sorry, first thing morning. Thank you, Kim, so much. We got your package.
Yes, thank you so much, and thank you so much for the pencils and the lilies and for the cross stitches.
She was going to say Skittles. Gwen loved the Skittles. She loved the Skittles. So whichever of your 2 boys picked the Skittles, good choice. They did well by Gwen. She loved the Skittles. But thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Yes,
and the kids
thank
loved
you.
it. So I want to say thank you, Kim.
Thank you. I'm going to draw a picture with the pencils that I got, and I'll show it to you maybe on the next video.
Yes. So thank you. But, what I was going to say is with this new start, this is Kim and I got chatting, and we've both got a pattern that is like tropical flowers. I'll put up a done picture here, what it's supposed to look like when mine's done. And we're like, we'll both get them started together, and we both needed fabric for it. And at first we both said, oh, we love Chromatic Alchemy's Flotsam and Jetsam material. So we both, I had a piece coming anyway, and Kim ordered a piece, but my piece was going to a friend's place, Sam's house, and I'd ordered it before lockdown. And with like I said, a lot of us will do group orders and share the shipping, so it goes to one person's house. So my Chromatic and Alchemy fabric arrived at Sam's house, but during lockdown it may as well still be on the other side of the world because we can't get to it, can't leave the house.
We're sorry.
So Kim's like, well, I'm not going to use my piece anymore. She's going to use a plain blue fabric.
No.
So she sent
No,
me
no.
her chromatic piece of alchemy, Flotsam and Jetsam. So which still got here before lockdown finished. So what I'm going to do is when I get my piece off Sam, I'm going to send it off to Kim. But this is so we can get a start on it.
Ooh.
So
I love that.
I'm looking forward to actually started. I started pulling threads last night, but I haven't actually. So I'll be putting in the first stitches today. But that's the fabric it's going to go on. And then and there's the done. So it's going to look really nice, and I'm so looking forward to start. I can't wait to start this stitch along with Kim. So thank you very much. I'm really looking forward to starting our tropical flowers stitch along. I really am excited. So I'll get those stitches in tonight.
Yes.
But it's weird because I've got
Candle.
sometimes to save on customs. Like if we get a really big order, because we'll let everybody in the cross stitch groups, you know, we'd be like, oh hey, I'm doing an order through Sparklies or Live and Die or whatever, and everybody like, oh, I want this, this, and this. And sometimes the orders can be so big that to put it into one parcel you'd have to pay customs. Like, yeah, it could be $1,000. Customs not worth it. So we split up the packages. So instead of just having the one package sent, we might get 2 packages sent, and we'll get them sent to 2 different addresses. So I've had fabric delivered here. None of the fabric actually belongs to me. So I've got fabric here sitting for people, and Sam's got fabric for multiple people at her place, and Amanda's got fabric at her place. And so we're organising, saying when lockdown finishes, we're all going to have this great big get-together party and swap fabrics. And
My God, look, that's a look, Christy. Like, I'm Christy.
Cool.
Yeah, how did you even change your name?
I don't know. You'll have to ask Anna Christie that question.
No, it's not on Christy, it's Amy.
Oh, well, yeah, ask Amy that question.
Okay.
So we're gonna have this great big party, and everybody's gonna find your fabric. Who's got your fabric hostage? So
Can I play?
yeah, sure, you can play.
Also, can you get rid of this cancel?
No, Gwen's updating. You're just gonna have to wait.
Okay.
Patience. So
Yeah,
we will get.
patience.
And there was something else. Oh, I have had some fabric. I had some back order fabric of the month's back orders with Calico
Ooh,
Fabrics.
those look very peachy.
So I'm going to show these.
Beachy.
So this one doesn't have a name. It's just for May. Oh, that's actually pretty good.
You stick this
Morning
in
light
my
is good for
eye.
fabric showing. Sorry, Bear.
It's fine.
So it's a plain. These are all 28 Lagana plain. Because I have so much opal, I do kind of like to. Figured I needed some plain. Like the owl. See, I needed plain for the owls for my mum. So this one, oh, I love this one. This one is called Bitter Fruit.
No. No,
Isn't that
it's Christy.
gorgeous?
No, I don't want red cat.
I'm thinking like a some sampler on it. I'm not sure which one, but like a long dog or something. And but oh, that's gorgeous. I love that. That is just that's just beautiful. Love Bitter Fruit. So that's really pretty. Very happy with that one. I can't
I am so
fold it. There we go. And this last one is called, this is from December, fabric of the month, December 2020. It's called Sunsets. And I am loving this one. It's not as modeled in real life. It's more subtle. It's coming up more modeled in the camera. But I've asked Tammy from Calico Fabrics if she can do an overlay for me. She's no longer on the fabric viewer. But my next Chatelaine, so after I finish Japanese Zen Moss Garden, then after I finish the Tea House Challenge, my next one, got a plan ahead, is going to be Swan Lake, which I don't have the kit for yet. That's still coming. That's still on lay-by, which is fine, but doesn't hurt to think about fabrics. But I'm thinking this one, which is a lot more subtle in real life, might be really nice for Swan Lake. Although so I've asked her if she can do an overlay for me. Although I have told her, no rush. She's like, oh, I won't be able to do it till the weekend. I'm like, oh, please, take weeks, months, it's fine. It's gonna be a while. But yeah, so this may be a bit more subtle. I mean, it is subtler than it's showing up on camera. I'll show a picture of the Swan Lake so you know what I'm looking at. But so it's more, this is a lot more subtle than what it's showing up on camera, and I might ask her if she can make it a bit more subtle anyway. But I think it might go beautiful with that one, so I'll have to see when the overlay comes.
And
the only thing is, with a lot of these Chatelaines, like the fabric you need is 30 by 30. These fat halves are 26 by 36. So, it's like theoretically there's enough material just in the wrong spot. It's like if you could take the 4 inches off the other side and move it to that 26, it would be great. So I have like all these fat halves. That would be great. Like, I'd love to be able to, you know, use these for my Chatelaines, fat half for a Chatelaine, but you can't. You got to specially order it, which is annoying because, like I said, technically, theoretically, there's enough material just in the wrong spot, which, yeah. Anyway, sorry, that's my morning gripe. And there was one more. Joe from Silks For You. I don't know how many people, I'll link it below, but Joe Silks For You, Joe Mason, she's from Queensland actually, and back in 2020 they actually had this plan where they were going down to a market, craft fair down in Melbourne, and they were going to drive and stop along the border and visit all these places, and they would organised for her to come to our Blow Park meetup group in 2020. Unfortunately, it got cancelled because of COVID.
COVID is so bad. It made me, my mom, and my dad, and my brother miss our trip, but I'm so sad.
Yes, we had a fully paid trip to Bali, all set to go. 23rd
and it was a surprise.
March. It was a surprise. We knew, Father and I knew about it for over a year, and we didn't tell the kids till like 2 or 3 months beforehand.
I know,
and
that is also really sad because you were hiding something from me.
It was a reason why I was hiding it from you, Gwen. You were pretty young. A year, waiting for a whole year for a trip would have seemed like forever. So, anyway, we're not going to get into that now. So, Joe, she was meant to come in 2020, but it had to be cancelled. And then they bought a caravan and they redone this whole trip to visit all these places again, all down to New South Wales and South Australia and Victoria and everywhere in 2021. And wouldn't you know it, they set off and it was all going to plan, and then COVID and lockdowns hit again. So they've been trapped. They've been locked down in Victoria for quite a while. I think they might be in South Australia, I can't remember, in their caravan, but basically their trip has not gone to plan. So I asked Jo if she would be able to, you know, I say we're still getting on FaceTiming, the group will get on and FaceTime instead, and she's like, yeah, sure. So we added her to our chat group, and she got on and started chatting. I thought, well, we've got Jo from Silks For You online, so I've got to work on one of my projects that are using a Silks For You, which is my Templars Prophecy by Long Dog Samplers, which I'll put a photo up of what it's going to look like done. Didn't get much done. This is here. This is, the fabric is by Fiberlicious Fabrics, 28 count, I think it's 28 count, might be 32. Lagana, 4. No, that's just the pattern, darling, that's not going to be this one. Actually, this is a linen, sorry, 28 count linen, Fall Flame. I wanted the red and white because the Templar colours were like Yeah, red and white. So that's why I picked this one. Plain, and I'm pretty sure the silk is PR 106. I have it on my phone, but I don't have my phone with me. But I don't know if you can see it. I didn't want to use just a plain white. 2 reasons is I always think my just plain white looks funny. It just doesn't look tidy. I don't know why. Second is, yeah, I wanted it to look old, not perfectly clean and pure and white. And I don't know if you can actually see. I'll get the actual silk out.
Can I see?
You can hold if you want. So I'll get the actual silk out. This is it here. Oh, PR 053. I was very wrong. It's PR 053.
This colour looks like a tomato.
2 hanks. Yep. And that's it there. And it's more of a, I want it to be an off-white, like antique lace kind of look, like old, like it's really old. So, and this was perfect.
Can you open this up?
So, and it feels so good.
Can you open this up?
No, that doesn't open up.
Oh.
Just that one in my eye, just the needle minder in my office opens up. So that's, it's like an off-white, like an old, so let's see, but it's really nice and it feels beautiful. So I do love that piece. I'm looking forward to when it calls to me and I'll go in and get a whole heap done, to be honest, because I do will love to get that one finished. But so that's the other one I was working on. We'll get there. What else? So that's all those I've been working on. Oh, there was one other one, my little beaded one.
But can I say something to them?
Yes, you can say something to them.
We are honestly so thankful for everything that for the people that are watching these have done.
Yes.
Giving us thumbs up, hitting that subscribe button, and that's really good and we really appreciate it. And all the comments are really nice and that's just really good to hear and happy.
Yes.
So with your comments, it brightens up our day.
It does. It does. We love reading the comments together, Gwen and I, and we really do. So keep it up. Sorry, but no, because I remember how scared I was at the idea of starting a YouTube channel, which is how Gwen actually wound up on the channel. I was too scared to come on screen by myself. So Gwen's like, "I'll go on with you." Gwen is my moral support. So this is my other one. This is Mill Hill Beaded Holiday Poisonetta. Have a banana.
Okay.
You guys asked your dad for the bananas and you're
No, I
not eating.
didn't.
You can still have a banana. You like bananas. Or do you want banana sandwiches for lunch?
No.
Oh, okay, fine. We'll have a banana. And this is the another one there. So now that I've finished the mini mandala, I might keep this one in my office and work on this until it's done before picking another one to work in my office. So work is kind of slow. I work in corporate travel. Not a lot of people traveling.
Still have a Nina.
Still, there's more international bookings than what actually I thought there would be. Getting into Australia though is tough. They've reduced the numbers into Australia again. So, I mean, we've got somebody who just looks, that's what they've just started doing, is looking, and it's like, honestly, he's constantly looking, but at one point the earliest you could find was like March. It's if you want to, yeah, you don't live. It's weird because you get somebody. I've had somebody who's like, oh, I want to go to Turkey for this 3-day business trip. You can get them to Turkey without any problems, but getting them back, they wanted to come back on the 1st of September. They were booking this at the start of August, but they wanted to come back on the 1st of September into Perth. The first flight I could get them back into any city in Australia was into Brisbane on the 12th of September. And then the thing is though, they need to do 2 weeks quarantine. So from the 12th of September to the 26th of September, they're then doing 2 weeks quarantine in Brisbane, and then they can get a flight from Brisbane to Perth. So for this 3-day business trip to Turkey, they've got to wait 12 days to get a flight home, to get just basically back into Australia for a seat available home, and then they've got to do 2 weeks in quarantine. So this 3-day business trip is actually a month of, at the moment, it doesn't seem really worth it. Sometimes I do, and it's like, what is it you can't do via Zoom or courier or something? And the post at the moment, some place, like I said, this place in Russia they're just not delivering to Australia. I have had sparklies who are in the UK who I get Fabric of the Month from. I have had emails from her saying, are you still want me to send you Fabric of the Month? Do you want me to hold on to it? I said, no, send it, because we do get it eventually. So, and a lot of stuff gets stuck in Chicago. Don't know why. If it goes through Dallas, you'll get it in a month or something. But if it gets a few weeks, a month, if it goes through Chicago, I don't know what is Chicago, but it can be 2 months or even longer. And for a while, everything was going via Tokyo. No matter where in the world it was coming from, it was going via Tokyo. Maybe because of the Olympic Games, we're not sure. But anyway. Yes, so works, yeah. It's good. It's just mostly changes and cancellations, and yeah. What else? Lockdown till the 10th of, well, they said lockdown on the 1st of November, but what they're saying is if we hit the 70% full vaccination rate, they'll start opening up for people who are vaccinated. My husband is fully vaccinated. I've had 1 jab. I'm getting my 2nd needle today, actually. Kids go back to school on the 1st of November.
No.
And she is looking forward to seeing her friends though.
Oh yeah. I really miss.
It's part of the reason why I feel, because what it is I'm letting Gwen use my my iPad, because I have an old iPad, but it is really old and the screen's really badly cracked, and I didn't get rid of it because there was just some stuff on there that just didn't seem worth transferring over because it would take up so much space on the new one, but I didn't really want to lose it, so I just kept this old iPad, and that's what I'm using. And it's really badly cracked. Like, you got to be careful not to cut your finger on the screen, and
like we did it.
Like you did, yeah. And the YouTube, it can't update properly anymore because it's not new enough. It's so whenever I want to use YouTube on it, if I pause a video or whatever a video ends, it says update required and shuts down. So I'm constantly having to do that. But
sorry.
no, Gwen, I don't mind. If I wanted my iPad, I would use my iPad. But
like we're using the iPad for the YouTube channel.
But I'd rather Gwen use my iPad because I don't have to worry about her cutting her finger.
Yeah, and because it's got Messenger Kids.
It's got Messenger Kids. And I think it's really important Gwen still talks to her friends. She needs to, because at work we have our own little chat systems up, and I talk to work colleagues and I use my phone to talk to friends. And like I said, without the iPad, she wouldn't have spoken to any of her friends in 2 months. So anyway, so the point. So for these videos, I kind of steal my iPad back, and then I'll edit them and upload them. So I've got the jab. And anyway, what she's saying is, our Premier is saying is, when we reach a certain amount of vaccinations, double vaccinations, she'll start opening up, but only for people who are vaccinated. Fully vaccinated. And she'll be like,
getting your vaccination
today. Get my 2nd one today.
what time?
10
AM.
AM. So she said they're still working on the app where, if you want to go to a cafe or restaurant or wherever, you scan in, and not only does it keep track of like you've scanned in, you were here from this time to this time, but when you scan it'll also say let the place know that you're fully vaccinated.
toy, Mum.
Yeah. So
You should make a movie about it.
So we'll
Let us
I'm
know
sure
in
there'll
the
be some
comments.
movies coming out. I'm sure
Let-
COVID has inspired some movies.
Put it in the comments. Do you think me and my mum should make a movie?
Oh, I don't think we should make a... No. We don't need a movie about our life. Our life during lockdown is pretty sedate. No. Gwen here learned how to ride her bike a few weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago.
And we already told them.
Yes, but because Gwen learned how to ride her bike, it meant that when we went out as a family, I no longer had to keep... Because I used to walk, my husband would ride with our son and I would walk with Gwen. Now that Gwen could ride her bike, I meant I got to ride my bike. So, went to get my bike out, the tyres were dead flat, it was old and rusted and just not rideable anymore. So, everyone else in the family was then riding their bikes and I'm walking the dog, not the dog minded. And so, my birthday is later this month. So I told my husband I want a bike for my birthday. Well, he and the kids surprised me. I got an early birthday present.
A very early birthday present.
I got an early birthday present. I got a bike I can ride, which I'll put a photo of my new bike. So we now will go riding together as a family. Zuma still joins us. He runs. He doesn't walk anymore. He runs.
Yeah, we ride him. I ride the dog.
Yes.
And I can ride around the roundabout by myself.
And she can ride around the... We live in a no-through road that has a roundabout on the end. It's a very quiet road, so she can ride around the roundabout herself. But yeah, it's actually really cute. You see Gwen, she goes riding and she'll have the dog on the... She'll have Zuma. She'll hold his lead on his handlebars and she's riding and he's trotting along beside her. Just trotting along. It's really cute. I'll have to get a video of that because that is just... It's adorable.
Ask the dog.
I'm just trying to think what happened. That's work. That's coronavirus. That's lockdown. So we'll slowly start coming out. I really got to get to the post office. I've got to post. As soon as the post office opens, I will post all this stuff. I'd love to do a giveaway, but I don't know what I want to give away, but I can't post anything. So, you know, what's the point? And I'm not going to do the giveaway as soon as I can get to the post office. Because it's essential services only. Like a lady in my group, Deb, she works at Costco, and they actually have the police there. They come to Costco, and they'll like not only check people's driver's license and stuff to make sure that they live in the 5K radius, because you're not allowed outside your 5K zone. So you gotta you're only allowed there if you're outside. If you've gone to that Costco and it's not within your 5K radius of where you live, you get fined. And they actually look at stuff in your trolley. And if you've got stuff in your trolley that nothing is deemed as an essential, you got to put it all back and you get fined. So I'm too scared to go to the post. I was like, I want to send this stuff out, but I'm worried, well, what if I go to a post office and I get seen sending... And not everybody considers a pattern or fabric as an essential service. So...
Not an essential, but they just love it.
Well, yeah, it kind of is, because I don't know, really, if I couldn't cross-stitch during this lockdown, I would have gone insane. Like, cross-stitching is my, like, it keeps me calm, and when I'm not calm and I'm getting like, a bit agitated, I use the stabbing method, you know, like, you know, it's...
But what if you didn't have a needle or cross-stitch?
I don't know. Well, I've got my archery, I've got my bow, and I can do... We just like live in normal suburbia, which I can shoot in the front yard, but only from 1 meter away, which is kind of like to do that. I have the target in front of me. Like I can't shoot like that properly. I've got to, with my archery, I've got to shoot.
I can shoot with a bow.
Yes, I can't. Gwen's been has done some archery in the front yard, and she loves it. And I really want to take her to the archery range with me.
And when I ride my bike, we're gonna go to the thing.
To the regatta centre.
Yes, they're gonna take me
Making
since I've learned how to do 2 things, the 2 places, and I've invited to some of my friends. Which one was the one who accepted to come with me?
I don't know. They're your friends that you invited.
You asked them. You asked their parents.
I haven't asked anybody's parents. You've been asking friends without...
No.
with archery, it's a socially distancing sport. I mean, instead of usually, like, you know, you go to the archery range, you'll share a target with like 2, 3, 4, 5 people, whatever. You'll just share a target. Well, okay, socially distancing, no problems. Everybody has their own target. You might have to book in a target, but who cares? You know, it's so easy to social distance with archery, so I don't see why we can't do that. And very stress relieving sport, archery. And you know, we've got people who do it.
On the archery range, if you're so angry, you can just pull the arrow, and since you can do it with all your strength and anger, and put it in the arrow, and then it can go as far as you want.
It does, and you just picture something on the target, the bullseye of the target, like a coronavirus or something, or anything else that, you know, takes your fancy, whatever helps. There's something so satisfying about that thunk in that target. My husband says I've got an unhealthy obsession with sharp, pointy objects like needles and arrows. But, although I do need new arrows, but I can't get to the archery shop to get new arrows.
Yeah, you do have a bad habit of
sharp, pointy objects.
Yeah, because you stab them in your skin.
When was the last time I stabbed myself?
You just said it. You do it.
Yeah, all right, I have, yes. Yes, Gwen was doing... we told people would show off your long stitching.
No.
No, she doesn't want to show off her long stitching.
I don't...
No, she's all shy. Doesn't look bad. I think she'd show it off. If anybody wants to see Gwen's long stitch, comment below. I'll bet we'll have people who will want to see how you're going with your long stitch.
I haven't really been doing it, but I have done some bits.
Yeah. Anyway, so
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna try. I promise I'll try and keep up with the videos. What I might do is, instead of making like one long video, is just do bits and pieces here and there when I can. I know I've got to shove the rest of my Nora's, my Heaven and Earth designs, some other patterns. I've still got to do the videos on specialty stitches.
Now.
And you gonna say goodbye, Gwen?
No, what's that?
Oh, she's going somewhere. She's still in her pajamas. I had this plan today. I was going to get up and do this video by myself, or she. But she joined me in bed at like 6 a.m. No, my husband came in at 6 a.m. this morning to get ready for work. She joined me at God knows what time last night. She didn't kick me though. I'm thankful for that. She didn't kick me or decided that the best place to sleep was on top of my head, so that was all right. So she did that, and
you guys really wanted to see my long stitch.
Yeah. And I want Come on, Gwen, come on.
I'll do some more of it later, but
that's the long stitch that she's been doing. So she's learning. She's doing well. She's done all this.
I'll do some more and I'll show you in the next video.
Yes. Okay. So she'll keep doing that. She has asked me to order her a cross stitch, which I put in the shopping cart. I haven't pressed buy yet on the, so I will do that. Keep telling me I'm not allowed to buy myself anything, but I really put my
Mum, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Okay. All right, we're off, guys.
Bye. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of our videos. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.